What's going on YouTube? I'm just like cracking myself up because I feel like Hulk Hogan right now. But anyway, guys, so welcome, and if this is your first time meeting me, my name is Megan. I am the CEO and founder of Valkyrie Fitness and Nutrition. Don't mind my camera, it likes to bug out. But what I'm going to do today is go over a client case study that we have inside right now. She still has a bunch of weeks left with us. She actually brought a friend in too, so she actually just got another free month recently. So she's got about, I think, 9 weeks left with us. But what I'm going to do is roll through a client case study about her. So first and foremost, this client came to me. We sat in a consultation before she even started. She's never invested in herself before. It's the first time inside of a program, so this is all really new. She tried some other things in the past, didn't really work out. So for her, it was like lifestyle changes, building confidence, things like that. So ultimately, she wanted to drop weight, feel better professionally. So as we go through, get an idea on where she's at. So let's take a look. So she was doing before, she works nights also. She only sleeps about 5 to 8 hours. She's really a beginner. She played some, pickleball in the past, and she had a membership to a gym. She mostly just did like laps in the gym, didn't really go into the weight section. And ultimately, she really wanted to, be healthier, stronger. She works so hard, get in a mental state. She's ready to match the outside with the inside. And that's something, like I always tell people, we do a lot of mindset training inside of my program, but like ultimately you have to come in with that mindset. I can't really fix it for you. It has to be like a thing. We can change like your mindset as you progress forward, but I just want to let you know, like, you gotta want it when you step in. So, her daughter's getting married, so she wanted to look good, feel amazing. So, since she's been in, let's take a look, right? Like I said, we're at that halfway point, and she's down, 180. I think she's getting close to like that 20-pound mark, so. Yeah, she's at 14 pounds now, and she's about, I want to say 9 weeks in currently. So, or she has 9 weeks left with us. Let me see what week she's on. Week 13, right? So normally my program is a 18-week program, and she's on week 13, but she actually brought a friend in, so we added a free month inside, which is awesome, right? So she's with Coach Denise. Ultimately, this chick has been absolutely crushing it, and it's a really big part of more than one thing, right? Like each week we touch on different topics, like community support, mindset training, like anything that's changed, things that you're still struggling with, so we can get a pulse on people as they go through. At the end, like our coaches go ahead and send out a video that goes over this. I can, so just let me click on it. Okay, sweet. So this will send it out, and then this is what the clients do. They can basically just watch us in their own time. We try to make it short, sweet, to the point. We're going over their check-in. We're also talking about like any changes and adjustments that are going to be made to help them progress forward. So if we take a look at Crystal here, if we check her stuff out, one, she's absolutely crushing it. Like she's hitting her numbers. She's been consistent the entire time of the program. And I will 100% say, like, if you show up like Crystal, it's impossible not to get results, right? It's impossible not to lose the weight. It's impossible not to lose inches, feel better, feel more confident. Our job is to show you exactly how to do that, but, like, do it in a way that's sustainable, right? She just went away on vacation. I was looking through the notes. Another thing, she was really gym shy, right? Which isn't a bad thing, guys. Like, you have to remember, like, everyone starts out somewhere differently. And what we find is there's millions and millions and millions of programs out there. Like, no one's going to deny that. The problem is, a lot of times, programs aren't starting people where they're at, right? So that would be like me asking Crystal to come and do my workouts, right? That seems ridiculous. And that's like a lot of coaches are doing. They're pushing people in a direction that doesn't really fit for them. So for her, like, she was doing workouts at the gym, but she was like focusing primarily on like that little back room and stuff like that to get her workouts in. Luckily, like, I was actually in the same city and state she was in for a brief time period. I met up with her. We got her into the gym, and now she feels great. Like, she's high-fiving people. She's asking people for help. I'm like, girl, trust me. And if you're watching this and you have some gym confidence issues, trust me, most people in the gym want to see you succeed because they've been going for so long. And when you ask people for help, they're more than happy to help you. I ask people for help on sets and reps, all like helping me with benching, helping me lift weight. I'll be like, yo, man, can you just like make sure I don't eat this dumbbell real fast? And they'll just like laugh and be like, yeah, because we've all been there, and other people would want the same thing. So she also works 12-hour days and nights, right? So as you can imagine, too, for most night shift workers, it's really hard to find something that fits into their schedule, something that doesn't, like, overwhelm them, at the same time, like, helps them see results. Because the biggest issue with night shift workers usually is it's really hard to get the weight off because your sleep is a big issue, and that was another thing with her. She was only sleeping maybe, like, 5 to 8 hours as well. So that's another big issue we find is sometimes it's hard to see the results when you're on night shift. So getting her in a really good pattern, helping her understand her nutrition, things like that. She, like I said, she went away while she was gone, and we've been making adjustments. Well, Coach Denise has been going in, making tweaks and changes in her programming. So I was just reading, like, we started her up here around like that 1642 and slowly trickled her down. Next for her would be bringing her up towards like a maintenance to give her body a little bit of a break. And you can see here, right, today is, I guess I'm missing the 22nd. Yeah, True Coach likes to bug out some days with me. But usually you can see, like, if people pre-log and stuff like that, which is a huge help. Like, I will say this, like, if you don't know what pre-logging is, it's going and using a free, like, use the free version of MyFitnessPal. If I can give you one tip right now that's gonna like help you move the needle, like any of my clients, it's like getting a good understanding and just like learning to track your food and pre-logging. That's something we go heavy and teach on because we have people with such busy schedules. If you can, even if it's a couple things, it doesn't have to be your entire day. It could be like 2 meals. If you have that set up, like, it's going to make your life so much easier. You're going to hit your targets a lot faster. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to see results quicker. At the same time, it's easier to change things out. So taking that is a really big plus in helping your nutrition, and it's going to really start opening your eyes on how your nutrition looks. So tracking and pre-logging. Another big part of what we do is we advance people. So we advance their workouts based on their performance. So another big issue, I know I talked about this in the beginning, but most people are starting out too much, too fast, whether they used to exercise like years ago and now they're no longer like where they used to be. They usually try to get back to that, and you have to slowly progress people. So like her workouts have been more advanced. You know, we've also changed, we adjust things while she's on vacation to kind of work around those things. So a big part of this too is, like, I know you guys can just see like the workouts and the nutrition side. I can't. Am I logged into Denise's stuff? Oh, I am logged into Denise's stuff. Okay. So I usually have to log into their stuff so I can actually, like, wow, I'm like, where's their chat at? So you can actually, like, see, like, how things are going, like, how the coaches communicate. You know, we're talking about mindset, you know, where she's at updated weight-wise, videos, things like that, in the nature of, like, how people are progressing. But, like, you know, and this is, like, over the course of the time. So you can kind of see, like, where people get the most help. I wonder if she had one on the nutrition. Oh, here we go. This is another big thing too. When the clients first come in, our job is to, like, go over nutrition, break things down, go over things more in depth. You could see, like, it's a little bit longer. And this kind of, like, fast forwards things. So it says, like, 11 minutes. I try to keep it around 10 minutes because I always tell the coaches too, like, anything more than 10 minutes is just going to be a little too overwhelming. Inside of the program, clients have access to probably like 4 or 5, 6 hours worth of nutrition advice that I give them. I teach them exactly how to navigate nutrition when they're done with us, how to pre-log, how to structure their own meal plans. I have over like 300 different meal guides inside of the program now. So like I said, like on these client things, I give you guys like a small taste of what the clients get access to, but the support, the accountability, the structure, the coaching, that's really where, you know, the bulk of everything else kind of comes into play. And we're tweaking, we're changing, adjusting things on the back end. So a lot of times, like, clients aren't seeing the whole picture of what we're doing, right? I'm meeting with my team, we're going over different clients, we're coming up with different solutions to make sure like they're actually getting what they need out of the program, and also going over what we can do if we find that people are struggling. What can we change? What can we adjust? So on and so forth. So basically, just wanted to kind of give you an idea on this client. She has been absolutely crushing it. Like I said, she still has like 9 weeks left with us, so she can be down. Probably she have 14. She'll be down over 20, probably like close to 30 pounds by the time she gets done. So that's exactly what our goal is. We'll probably bring her up a little bit with the nutrition. See the scale keep going down, and then probably see if we can drop her again. So, you know, it's an art in terms of doing it in a sustainable fashion. If you can't keep the weight off, a lot of times what you're doing is you're doing too much too fast. And yes, it is nice to see the scale drop down in like a week and a half, and you're like, oh, I'm crushing it. But like, what happens when you start incorporating those foods back in that you like and you enjoy, right? How hard is it for you to eat like muffins? I've eaten a bagel every single day this entire year. Every day I've eaten a bagel. I'm not overweight, I'm not fat, I'm not like out of shape, I don't feel like crap. I've eaten a bagel every single day. And it's not so much like the food choices that you guys are making, you just don't understand how to manipulate the foods for your goals, right? You don't know how to add muscle and pack on and lose fat in the process, because for most people, they have such a warped view on the nutrition side. And if you don't, like, that's great. But, like, I'm just saying, like, majority of the people that I sit down and talk to have never actually learned how to manipulate foods for their goals. They've only been taught to follow a very strict regimen and plan. And that's what we try to remove from the process. Don't get me wrong, I still have the structure, right? I still have 300 meal guides. But at the same time, our job is to give clients the ability to use any and all foods to reach their goals, right? I'm not giving up bagels. If you have something you want to give up, don't give it up. Learn how to make it work, all right? So, like I said, this is a client case study. If you guys have any questions, like, feel free to reach out on Instagram or Facebook. If this is something you want to jump into, you're like, hey, like, I'm kind of sick and tired of playing the guessing game on my own. Inside of this YouTube clip at the description, I will add a link to book with myself or one of my team members in case my calendar is booked up. But if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out.